It's loud. It's old. By some accounts, it's ugly. This plane didn't win dogfights or drop bombs, nor did it have a single confirmed kill in its 30 years in the U.S. Air Force's fleet. But it did train just about every pilot who did. Meet the North American T-6 Texan. In the mid-1930s, the U.S. military realized their pilots were training on outdated World War I-era biplanes, great for aerial demonstration, not so great for modern war. North American aviation soon pitched their solution, the NA-16, a low-wing monoplane that was fast, sleek, and just difficult enough to fly to keep young cadets on their toes. That prototype evolved into the BT-9, then the AT-6, then finally the T-6 Texan. The aircraft went by many names. Depending on where and when you were flying it, it might have been known as the Harvard, SNJ, or even the Wirraway. During World War II, the need for pilots exploded. The T-6 became a classroom in the sky, preparing our aviators for the real deal, fighters like the P-51 Mustang and bombers like the B-29 Superfortress. The T-6 was built to teach, and it taught everything. Formation flying, navigation, aerobatics, even gunnery. It had everything that our fighter aircraft at the time had to offer. U.S. Army Air Force's Captain Paul K. Jones put it best when he said, "The 6 is a plane that can do anything a fighter can do, and even more." Naturally not as fast, she makes up for speed in her ease of handling and maneuverability. She's a war machine, yes, but more than that, she's a flyer's airplane. For actual combat, more guns, more speed, and more power is needed. But for the sheer joy of flying, give me an AT-6. By the time the United States entered World War II, the T-6 Texan had become the backbone of Allied flight training programs. Over 15,000 Texans were produced and flown, training pilots for the U.S. Air Force, called the Army Air Forces at the time, U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, and over 24 Allied nations, including the RAF, Royal Canadian Air Force, and even the Colombian Air Force, to name a few. North American Aviation operated a major assembly plant in Dallas where thousands of Texans rolled off the line. With Texas churning out the aircraft, the state also hosted many of the fields where future pilots took to the skies for the first times. Training bases like Randolph Field near San Antonio, Foster Field near Victoria, and Goodfellow Field in San Angelo became synonymous with the whine of radial engines and the smell of oil and exhaust. Despite all this, the Texan story didn't end after the war. Its spirit lives on in the T-6 Texan II, a modern turboprop trainer used today by the United States Air Force and Navy. Different airframe, different century, same name and soul. The Texan II is upgraded with digital avionics, pressurization, even ejection seats. But at its core, it carries the same weight and same mission, training the next generation of American warfighting pilots. From the dusty fields of West Texas to high-tech training squadrons around the country, the Texan name still earns its wings. Want more Texas history? Then like this video and subscribe. The Texas Center at Schreiner University.